karma isn't the problem. Your attachment is the problem. The karmas are always ultimately acting benefically to bring you that tyaga, vairagya, that renunciation. That awareness that you may breathe in but not necessarily breathe out. And the peace with that. Someone asked Amma once, actually I'll tell you my own personal story which was similar to it, that I was in Dublin with Amma and I hadn't been outside for several days, just under the fluorescent lights and all of this and not sleeping, because that's what it's like when we tour with her. And I suddenly felt like I couldn't breathe and I just have to go outside and have fresh air. And I ran outside and I saw the grass and I fell down on my hands and knees and was touching the grass. And it was like psychedelic how brilliant the color was of the grass after I'd been inside and all like this for several days. And then I looked down between my fingers in the grass and there's a 4-leaf clover, right? Very rare thing, right there in Ireland of all places. And so I was just totally in love with life. I was exuberant and I picked that 4-leaf clover and I ran like a little kid up to Amma's chair and I said, Amma look, Amma look, Amma look. And I put it there and she looks over and pinches my cheek and smiles and I said, it's all just so perfect, Amma, isn't it? It's all just so perfect. The whole world is so perfect. And she looks at me and goes, yes, and nods. And as she looks at me, I'm looking into her eyes and suddenly I start with my eyes open having this vision of just the most horrible things you can imagine, right? War and rape and slaughter and bombs and environmental devastation, all this stuff just passes through my eyes, you know? And Amma still looking at me smiling. and then my smile fades and I become totally horrified and she's still looking at me and again she looks forward and goes, yes. It's all perfect, right? So, when you come to that place and can say, oh, it is all perfect, right? You realize all of the karmas leading up to that moment served like a medicine to give you that ultimate renunciation, which is the only way to real peace, to non-conditional peace, isn't it? So yeah, all the karmas are going in that direction. If you can receive them as a medicine, which that is the difficulty, to receive all of the experiences of life as a medicine. There is a Swami named Papa Ram Das. And he has a very good book called In Quest of God. And it's an autobiography. And he may have been enlightened, who knows. But you have his perspective, which is very beautiful, because for him there's only one other being besides himself, and that's Sri Ram, God, right? So everything he says in the book is addressed to Sri Ram. Then Sri Ram, I was walking over you and you manifested yourself as the most beautiful mountains and you shone down upon me as the most brilliant sun, Jai Sri Ram, right? That's how the whole book goes. But with him also, you see, and then Sri Ram, I came, you appeared before me in the form of a train and I stepped on the train and you were so kind to manifest yourself as a seat for me, for this old sadhu to sit down on. And then after some time you appeared to me in the form of a conductor and you told me I had to get off the train and you threw me down off of the train while it was moving into the dirt. Jai Ram, Jai Sri Ram. Right? Also, he is happy with it. No problem.